This is an extremely large fine by the standards of such cases, but it is not at all an unusual case.
Salem-based attorney Bill Ghiorso has been hit with an Oregon record-high fine for submitting an opening legal brief with at least 15 fabricated citations and at least 9 quotations that do not exist.
The state's response brief pointed out that a number of the citations in the opening brief and even quotes in the opening brief that were purportedly from cases don't appear to match any cases that they could find. And frankly, we followed up and we could not find those either.
Ghiorso explaining how the inaccurate brief came to be.
My law clerk was using a search engine that we've now completely discarded. That is the explanation for that.
But presiding Judge Scott Shore pressed the issue.
It couldn't just be a search engine. Something produced and wrote the brief that your name is on, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
This a result of AI hallucinations, when AI mistakenly generates information that isn't backed up by any sources or facts, or as Shore put it, contrived from thin air.
But the citations are so convincing that they believe they've failed the legal database search and instead go find other corroborating evidence that these non-existent cases actually exist. That's how good the LLMs are at getting the attorneys to trust them about this.
Portland State University computer science professor Bart Massey has been following instances of false AI information appearing in legal documents.
There's a database out there right now that has 1,200 or so incidents of attorneys citing hallucinatory case law. It's a common problem all over the world now.
Back in December, the Oregon Appellate Court fined another attorney for a similar error. That case setting the precedent to fine attorneys $500 to $1,000 per AI error. Under that current precedent, Ghiorso's fine at minimum should be $16,500. But the court imposed a $10,000 fine in part because Ghiorso had reportedly implemented new procedures to prevent this from happening again. And regardless, $10,000 is still the largest fine for this sort of error in Oregon history. David and Christine?
I mean, what's startling is this is not the first time, but maybe the lawyers now will get a memo. Thanks, Jake.